Welcome everyone. My name's Steve Weber. I'm the Global Solutions Engineer for the MSP program, and today we're going to take a look at the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. Today we're going to go through some features of the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard, how to log into that dashboard, how to add additional users, an overview of the dashboard itself, creating monthly customer accounts and managing those MSP monthly licenses, as well as the XG Firewall in the Partner Dashboard. Last, we'll cover some integrations and central API features. Let's start by going to id.sophos.com. This will bring us to a login page where we can log in with our Sophos Central Partner Dashboard or Partner Portal ID and get access to all the applications that we have permission to. Once logged in as my partner account, you can see that I have access to the Sophos Partner Portal as well as the Central Partner Dashboard. You'll also have access to your My Sophos account, links to the Sophos community, and we will still have links to the Central Firewall Manager inside of here as well. We're going to get started with how do we add additional users to be able to access the Partner Portal and the Central Partner Dashboard. And to do this, we're going to go into the Sophos Partner Portal. Okay, once in the Sophos Partner Portal, go up to the head and shoulders, just highlight over it and select Settings. This will pull up the partner profile. From here, you can select Manage Users. These are going to be the user accounts that are allowed to not only access the partner portal, but also given access to Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. Now, you will see two columns on here for Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. You'll see one for Sophos Central Partner Dashboard Admin and Dashboard Access. Admin is a primary portal admin. We can only have one primary portal admin or Central Partner Dashboard admin per partner account. This is not where they assign rights as an admin for that user. Role-based administration will be done once we access the Central Partner Dashboard. From here, they can also give them access if they want this user to be a user admin, meaning they can come in and add additional users. Also, if they would need access to the MDF funds, what type of role they have in the partner portal as well, whether or not they're going to be a user or a manager, whether they're going to have access to just content and education or full access to the partner portal. Once you've given a user access to the Central Partner Dashboard, again, only needing to have this checked for the Central Partner Dashboard access, that user will get an email asking them to create a password and set up their multi-factor authentication. So let's go back to id.sophos and log into the Central Partner Dashboard. Okay, again, from id.sophos.com, we're now going to select Central Partner Dashboard. From here, we're going to provide our MFA token. We're now into the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. So we've just added users to the Central Partner Dashboard, and we need to give them roles for the Partner Dashboard. By default, they will be added as a read-only account with access to no customers. From here, we're going to go down to Settings and Policies. You're going to select Administrators. You're going to find the user you want to modify. Now, if that user has a lock, that means that user is currently logged into the system and their account cannot be modified. You'll need to have them log out, and from there you can set the role. If we come into a user, we're going to select Edit. From here, we're going to select the role that we want to assign for this particular user. Again, they will start as a partner read-only account. You can give them access to all customers as a read-only, or you can give them access to a select few customers. The same thing can be done for the partner help desk and the partner admin. The partner super admin has access to all customers and all features in the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. Once you've selected the role, click Save. that user can now log in and they can see whatever you've given them access to. While in settings and policies, it's good to note that login settings is where you can go to add additional multi-factor authentication. It's also where you can go to assign a new PIN. That PIN was defined when you set up the security for your multi-factor authentication. This PIN is used if you lose your secure token or have no access to your SMS. It allows you to have the PIN and an email verification to get into your account and recover it. So let's take a look at the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. We're going to start on the actual dashboard screen. At the top, we're going to see the alerts. You're going to see the high, medium, and informational alerts, as well as any PSA sync alerts. The PSA sync alerts are going to be your ConnectWise Manage and your Datto Autotask alerts. Next, you'll see the usage for your monthly customers. This is the only section on the dashboard that has anything to do with your monthly usage. The next section down for Sophos Central and Sophos Central Firewalls is your term licensing. This is going to be your trials, any near expiration, over limit, or expired term licenses that a partner may have. The Sophos Central Partner Dashboard is not only for MSP monthly accounts, but also for those termed licenses that those partners manage as well. The same for the XG Firewall. We'll be able to see the licenses that are near expiration or have expired, and any pending approvals that they may have sitting out there for the XG Firewall as well. If we come into alerts, this is going to be a consolidated alert view of all of the alerts across all of the customers. Now, there is no action that can be taken from this pane here. From here, you would select the alert that you're wanting to take a look at and launch into that customer's Sophos Central admin account. From the Sophos Central admin account, we'll be able to see all of those alerts. We will also be able to take action on those alerts. It is good to note while we're here, at the top left-hand side, you can always tell which dashboard you are currently in. Right now, we are in the Sophos Central admin account, and if we look to the right side, we're in the Central Dashboard admin account for Dima Dubar. If we go back to our partner dashboard, you will now see that you're in the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. So a quick and easy way to keep track of where you are at inside of Sophos Central. The Sophos Central Dashboard also has audit logs. These are the only logs that are going to be available at the partner dashboard level. We do not have access to event logs across all customers at the partner dashboard level. The audit logging is going to show who's logged into the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard and what changes they've made to the Central Partner Dashboard. Continuing down the list, and we're going to cover these relatively quick, you have your Sophos Central customers. This is going to be a complete list of all of your Sophos Central customers, whether or not they are termed or monthly licensing. This is also where you can see if that account is currently being managed. All MSP monthly accounts will be managed, and there is no way to turn that off. MSP monthly accounts are partner-owned accounts. Termed licensing accounts, by default, will not have partner managing enabled. That is something that the customer will need to enable to allow the partner to get access and remotely manage their central admin dashboard. This screen here will also just show you what components are installed, but not necessarily how many of those components are installed. For MSP Flex, we'll use the Manage Customer Usage. Again, this will show us a list of all managed customers, anyone that has it marked as yes for managing. This will show all of your partner-owned licenses. Those will be your MSP Flex monthly accounts, as well as any customer-owned licenses, which will be your termed accounts. You will also see that designated here under type. It'll list whether or not it is a monthly or a termed account. You will also see which products are currently in use. Monthly products are going to be assigned by usage, so every single account will have all products enabled, and depending on what is deployed is what actually will get billed. For the Alvin Chu account here, we can see that InterceptX with EDR is deployed and activated with the license, and we have 2 currently deployed. Device encryption, we have 1. InterceptX Advanced for server, we have 1 as well, so on and so forth. So let's go through creating a monthly account. We're going to go to the Manage Customer Usage. We're going to click Create Monthly Account. We're going to fill in the customer's information, and this does need to be the customer's information. Now, at this point, we need an email address. This email address does not have to be valid. What we would recommend is that you use an email address similar to this. Create that email address with the customer's name at yourpartnerdomain.com or .us, whatever your domain is. Again, no emails will be going to this. This is not used for logging into the Sophos Central Admin Dashboard. This is simply used for identification. You do not want to use an account that a customer will be using to log into the Sophos Central Admin Dashboard. This account here will conflict with any central admin accounts. If you need to give the customer access to their central admin dashboard and they're going to use that same account, they may not be able to. So again, customer at thepartnersdomain.com does not have to be a valid email address. The only reason we're ever going to ask for this is so that the MSP team can identify which customer that you're looking at. From here, you'll have your added security for your MFA, you'll have your enable sample submission, and your data storage location. This is key, just like in central admin, we'll select the United States of America. This cannot be changed. So if you need a different data center, make sure you select that now. We cannot migrate from one data center to another. Once that's been filled in, we're going to click Next. And from here, we're going to be asked to select the license type. Again, with every MSP monthly account, all products are going to be enabled by default. Those products that have options of different license types, this is where you're going to choose those license types. InterceptX Advanced and InterceptX Advanced for server are going to be the defaults. Mobile Advanced for mobile and Cloud Optics will be selected by default. If this particular customer needed InterceptX Advanced with EDR, we would select that here. And we would select that here for the server component. If they were not going to use Cloud Optics, we could uncheck that component here or leave it checked for future reference. Accept the terms of use, and click Create Customer. Once that customer has been added, you'll now be able to see them in your Managed Customer Usage. If you need to make a change to the licenses that were selected, we can select in a monthly account, or you can select multiple monthly accounts if you need to make change across more than one account, and you're going to select Change Licenses. This is going to bring up the Change License wizard. It's going to ask you which products that you want to change. Now, one key inside of here is going to be when we go into the endpoint or server locations or mobile, it is always going to show the default endpoint license. This does not indicate what license is actually currently applied to this customer. This is simply the default. InterceptX Advanced will always be the default no matter what you select inside of here. If we need to select InterceptX Advanced with EDR and MTR, we can do that here. You'll also want to make sure you leave this checked. What this will do is it'll automatically install any new software. So in this case, the MTR components on all of the endpoints. If we need to make a change to the mobile license, we do that here. Change to your server license, come in here and we'll select EDR and MTR Advanced for that. And your Cloud Optics license. When you hit Next, this is going to confirm your selections. You're going to hit Save, and that's now going to apply those licenses to that particular customer. The only way you're going to be able to tell what license is currently assigned to this customer, if we take a look at Burn Inc., we can see here they have 3, and it's for InterceptX Advanced with EDR. That's going to let us know that the license that's currently selected for this customer is the InterceptX Advanced with EDR. If we were to launch into this customer's central admin account, so we're now in Burn Inc. Central Admin account. Again, at the top left here, Sophos Central Admin. The top right, you can see that we're in Burn Inc. From here, we can actually click the drop down at your name and select licensing. From here, you will also see the licensing that is currently deployed and selected for this customer. In this case, InterceptX Advanced with EDR. Products that have not been deployed, in this case, server, will not show up under the licensing details. They will not show up here until after that product is installed and we have usage for that particular product. Under the Deployment tab, this is going to be the Sophos Central Thin Installer. This is the blank installer for both Windows and Mac that allows you to take a combination of the customer token, the server location, and products and bring that into a script. Partners can develop their own scripts to deploy out Sophos Central to both Windows and Mac, or they can utilize those found at the community page. It is good to note that the server location for Windows and the server location for Mac OS is not the same, so you cannot use those interchangeably. Trial licenses for Sophos Central. Trial licenses are going to be a termed license. It is a 30-day termed license that we can extend. When you create a new trial, it will give you an account type selection. If you meant to create a monthly account, you can do that here. If you are in fact needing to set up a trial for this account, again, select your trial account. You will notice that it will tell you that you cannot convert these to a monthly account. That is true and false. So the partner cannot convert these to a monthly account. If they need to set up a trial, they absolutely can, but they're going to have to reach out to the MSP team. We're going to need the information from that particular account, and we'll have it converted on the back end. There is no way for the partner to do this themselves. Okay, coming into Sophos Central firewalls. The very first column on here is going to be your firewall customers, and this can largely be ignored. What we're going to focus on is going to be firewalls and firewall approvals. The managed firewall is going to be access to the Central Firewall Manager, something that we are not going to cover in this section. When we click into the firewalls, we're going to see that there are two tabs. You're going to see all firewalls and managed firewalls. Now, this can get a little deceiving. All firewalls, when they are first brought into the partner dashboard, will be under all firewalls. The only reason we want to get them to managed firewall is in order to use this assign to field. The managed firewall section and the process for approving a managed firewall is something that has to do with Central Firewall Manager. If you're going to use the central management found in the central admin dashboard, you do not need to go through this process. This process is purely if you want to use the assign to field, which is going to give you a visual representation of which firewall belongs to which customer. With an MSP, it is likely that they will own the hardware. Most MSPs will take this as a way to offer that hardware to their customers as part of the monthly service. But the hardware itself will be owned by the MSP. Again, using the assign to field will allow you to apply a customer name. This customer name comes from the Sophos Central customers. It is also good to note here that firewalls will not show up into the Central Partner Dashboard until after they are registered. Simply purchasing a firewall does not automatically put that firewall into your Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. Once that firewall is registered with My Sophos, it'll automatically be placed into here under all firewalls. To get that firewall from all firewalls and under managed firewalls, we'll need to go to firewall approvals. You will see that you'll have requests not sent. You will select a firewall and you will request management of that firewall, which will be here at the top right. That'll move it into a pending approval. At this point, you'll need to log into the My Sophos account that this firewall was registered and accept the management terms of that particular firewall. At this point, it'll put it into the approved firewalls. And when we go back into our firewalls, you will now see you'll have access to managed firewalls. Again, what this will allow us to do is select a particular firewall and use the Assign Firewalls option. From here, you can unassign if it's already assigned to a customer, or simply start typing in a new address of the account that you're wanting to assign this to. This does not have anything to do with the onboarding of that firewall into central management. This is, again, purely a visual representation so that you know the firewall that you own is now assigned to this customer. So let's take a look under firewalls and how do we assign a license to a particular firewall. So we're going to take a pre-existing firewall inside of the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard, and you'll notice that any new firewall that gets added in here will have an Add button. When you click Add, it's going to ask you what subscription you want for that particular firewall. You're going to have your 4 standard options, your Enterprise Guard, Enterprise Guard Plus, which are going to be the 2 most popular on the MSP program. You're also going to have Full Guard and Full Guard Plus. As soon as you select that license and hit Save, it's automatically going to apply that license to that firewall within a couple minutes. We also have a virtual firewall as a service. Instead of having to buy outright the base license for a virtual firewall, we have the ability for the partner to come in and request a virtual firewall license. They do this by coming into the firewalls, clicking on Request Virtual Firewall. They're going to select the registrant. The registrant is going to be the My Sophos account that this virtual firewall is going to be registered to. That My Sophos account needs to be set up prior. Once we have that My Sophos account selected, you're going to select the size of the firewall that you're wanting to deploy. You're going to select the subscription you're wanting to assign to that particular XG firewall, and you're going to assign it to a Sophos Central account. Again, this is purely to have that assigned to so we know which customer that this is assigned to and it's in use for. The owner will always be the partner account in this case. So we're going to assign this to the Steve Weber personal account, and we're going to select Create Firewall. We're going to get a confirmation showing us the size of the firewall and the subscription, as well as the account that it's going to be assigned to. From here, we'll hit Save. And at this point, you're going to get your confirmation. This is going to show you the serial number of the firewall that we just created. You will want to make note of this if there are multiple firewalls for that particular customer. So we can see here, this one's going to be CAB, so ending in CAB here. We can hit OK. And we can now scroll down and find that particular firewall. So here is that particular firewall that we just created. We can see it's assigned to that Steve Weber personal account. It has Enterprise Guard Plus that is currently in a pending state. This will move over to the subscribed in a few minutes. And we now have an active virtual firewall as a service running for this partner. With the virtual firewall as a service, it's going to be a monthly cost for both the base license and the subscription for that virtual firewall. Okay, now that we have the license applied to this particular firewall, we have the ability with the virtual firewall as a service to make changes to this license. As the customer grows, maybe they need additional cores and RAM. Maybe they want to change from Enterprise Guard Plus to Full Guard Plus. We can select that virtual firewall as a service and select Edit. From here, you're going to be presented with the same options. The options to change the core and RAM, maybe we need to move up, maybe we need to move down, and the subscription on there as well. You will not be able to change the assigned to. Once the assigned to is set, it is set in stone for that particular customer. We also from here, and this is only for virtual firewall as a service, have the ability to delete a virtual firewall as a service. If this firewall is no longer needed, we can select it, come to the top, select delete. It will confirm that you want to permanently delete this device. There is no recovery. So make sure that that firewall has been decommissioned before you do this process. Select yes, I want to delete this device, and hit delete. That virtual firewall has now been removed from the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. The partner is no longer going to get a monthly bill for the base license or for the subscription. Okay, so let's move into settings and policies and talk a little bit about integration. From the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard, we have the ability to integrate into MSP PSA tools. This is a professional services automation tool. The two that we currently integrate with are ConnectWise Manage and Datto Autotask. If you select PSA Integration, you're going to be brought to a screen that's going to show you your setup or getting started for ConnectWise, as well as your getting started for Autotask. There will be the integration guides associated with both of those. And this option here for managed settings would actually be a getting started. So if we click into the managed settings, what you're going to see is this account is already set up. We are set up against these account details at the top left-hand side. If I click Edit Details, you can see the ConnectWise site, the ConnectWise company ID, the REST API public key, and the private key, which is going to be hidden. This is what's going to be taken from ConnectWise to give us the ability to reach into the ConnectWise Manage and populate this information. This is a one-way connection. We are populating information into ConnectWise Manage and Datto Autotask. We are not bringing any information from those tools into Sophos Central. This part is going to be exactly the same for ConnectWise as it is Autotask. You're going to see the Sophos Central customer. You're going to have the ability to turn on the PSA sync, but first you're going to have to select the customer name as well as the agreement when it comes to ConnectWise or contract when it comes to Autotask. Simply start typing in the customer name. It's going to pull the names from ConnectWise or Autotask. Once that's been selected, the drop-down will show you the agreement name. The agreement name inside of here does have to be unique. So if you have a partner getting this set up and they have everything called Sophos Agreement, they will not see that agreement in the drop-down. What we recommend is that they prefix that with the customer's name or initials. In this case, the Steve Weber Personal Agreement. Again, you don't have to change every single agreement inside of their system, just the ones that we're going to be synchronizing against. You cannot have Sophos Agreement attached to multiple accounts. Once these have been selected, enable the PSA sync with a green check on here and select Save. From here, a sync will happen every evening. If you need to sync right at this moment, you have the ability to click the Sync Now option. With both ConnectWise and Autotask, the products will be entered into Autotask and ConnectWise Manage automatically. Those product names and descriptions cannot be changed. The cost is not going to be populated inside of Autotask or ConnectWise. The cost for that partner and their pricing band needs to be filled in by the partner themselves inside of ConnectWise Manage or inside of Autotask. They will also need to set their price of what they are going to sell the product for, if it's going to be included in their service or if it's going to be an additional cost and charge above and beyond. Another thing we can do from settings and policies is going to be access to the API credentials. From here, we can create up to 10 API credentials to access the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. If you are going to utilize some third-party program, such as our upcoming ConnectWise Automate plugin or our Kaseya VSA plugin, you will need to create API credentials for those programs to have access directly into your Sophos Central Partner account. This is also where the partner can get access if they want to create specific programs, create specific UIs, or create specific scripting to have automated processes for Sophos Central Partner. They can go to developer.sophos.com and see how to get this set up, as well as see all the APIs that are currently available for the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. Back to the settings and policies. Two last components on here. We're going to have your Manage Threat Response Preferences. If you are going to set up a customer with MTR, you will need to fill this in as a partner. The account contacts are going to be held at the partner level, not at the Sophos Central Admin customer level. The MTR team will contact the partner in this order, just like they do on the Sophos Central Admin account, but it will be from the partner's contact list. They'll have the same response level options that they have on the Sophos Central Admin level as well: notify, collaborate, and authorize. The last component of settings and policies is going to be global templates. Global templates are going to allow a partner to set up a specific set of policies. You're going to have your exclusions, you're going to have your websites, you're also going to have your base policies. The exclusions will lock down the exclusion column and add to the existing exclusions. On the customer side, you'll no longer be able to add any individual exclusions. For the base policies, this will override anything that is currently in the base policies for that specific customer. For more information on global templates, I highly recommend you view our YouTube page. If you go to YouTube, do a search for Sophos MSP Global, you will find under the Sophos Central features the global templates video that walks through this in great detail. With that, this concludes the walkthrough of the Sophos Central Partner Dashboard. If you have any questions, please reach out to your MSP team. They'll be happy to get with you and walk through any of these components.